Oh my goodness. Hello everybody. Welcome to Step Into the Portal. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. So if you're laughing, you're watching this later. This is like so many attempts in one day to get this stream to work. What did I do? I shut down my computer and started back up again. The classic example. Always listen to your mothers. My mom worked for IBM for years and always helped me with tech problems. And it was always, did you restart? Did you try restarting it? I'm like, no, it's not going to work if I restart. And it works when you restart. So that's what we did. So hopefully this is looking a lot better. Earlier today, I played one. I started a second. And then we went over the article for Marvel Champions. And the stream was just complete garbage. So I trashed it. And so I wanted to finish this second one here of Lord of the Rings. So I am playing the second scenario here in the Dreamchaser cycle, which is the new one that they're going to be reboxing and coming out soon. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of play through that and get people through that. And maybe this is a primer for people on learning some of the rules that are going to be coming up. So I read the story in the other one. I'm going to kind of let that stand. My sound is peaking. So we're going to pull that back. Then as I start whispering, it'll be a little quieter as I whisper. So thanks for joining me, everybody. I appreciate it. We're going to go down to the table. Like I said, I read the story for this one, so we're basically now on this island, and we are searching around. So we have this deck of Lost Island cards, and we're going to shuffle all those up. We take the Shrine to Morgoth out, so that one's not going to be there. And then we've got Calphon here. And what did this one tell us to do? We're going to put the first two there. They're face down. And then we can't put any progress on here except what it tells us from here. Using this dial for my threat so that I can compare that. It's a good strategy. I've seen some cool play mats from like Cardboard of the Rings. Where they actually let you track that on there. So, yeah, here's what we're playing through this Grey Havens box right here. That was the original one when it came out. All right, so let's give this a shuffle. Just a reminder here, we're playing Elrond, Glorfindel, and Círdan in a Spirit Lore deck. And then over here, we're playing Dane, Ori, and Thorin in a Leadership Lore deck. So that's what's happening here. All right, we got a bunch of cards. And let's see, this one would be actually kind of weird to get out, huh? But we have a Test of Will, Favor of the Lady. Not a lot we can get on turn one, but I think that's okay. So we'll stick with that one. Shuffle up over here. Thanks for joining me. You can go back and watch some of the other plays on the channel. I actually played Dwaradelf like, gosh, it might be 2 years ago now, and you could see most of that cycle. I think I stopped at some point because I had to move all my cameras and everything. And you could check out how to play. You can also follow other people's, find some of the videos there that'll teach you how to play. I'm just going to keep moving. Search your deck for Killy and put and play under control. Uh-oh, so I can't play Killy from here. So we're going to reshuffle this one in, mulligan, and see what else we can get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, well, it's something. We'll try to make it work. There's one dwarf. All right, so we're going to get resources. But yeah, hopefully this can help you if you haven't played this cycle yet to kind of get you through there and what you're doing. So here, Círdan draws 2 and then discards one of the 2. We're going to keep that ally and discard that one so we have an event on top for them. And then over here, we're going to draw 1, and it's going to be a sneak attack, which is interesting. Okay. We cannot pay for these things, huh? Tricky, tricky. So let's take an action. We don't have a lot over here. Let's take this action, pay for it here with Dane, to have both players draw a card. Ah, there we go. Now we can play a record keeper. And we're a little better shape here. We draw a card over here. It's the Elfstone. Attached to the active location. When we clear it, the first player puts an ally into play. Like that. All right, we don't have much we can play here. We can pay for allies, so we could put this guard into play. Or this one that can be for 2. Or the +1. This one can get discarded. Let's play this one for the... Oh, I want to be able to play Test of Will, though, huh? Yeah, we want to be able to hold for that. So we'll get rid of these 2. All right, there we go. Okay, so then we move on to the quest phase. We've done all the planning. This is our first player token, by the way. And I'll try to be consistent and put my allies up here. So we have them. All right, so now this one is going to be having 2 quest points because of that. We have that ability. So 2, that's going to give us 7 to go to 9. We're questing pretty hard through this. 13. Uh, 14, 15. And are we saving something? I don't think so. 16, 17, 18. Although we can't put any on there, so I feel like we actually should just save a couple things. Yeah, we'll do it this way. All right, so we're questing for 15. I don't think I shuffled this one up. 2. All right, so this one is going to be the first player discards the bottom card of their deck. Then they discard each card in hand with a printed cost higher than that of the discarded card. Yikes. Higher than that. All right. 0. All right. Interesting. Guess I should have canceled that. You live, you learn. All right, and then we get a Soulless Cadaver, which is going to be 3. So this comes out to 7, so we would be over by 8, so we're good. So we can travel to one of these locations. So we will travel to the Drowned Graves. After Drowned Graves is flipped over while active, discard the top X cards of the encounter deck. Each player adds an undead enemy discarded by this effect to the staging area. X is 2 more than the number of players in the game. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there is 1. So we add 1 to the staging area. Well, the good news is this says, like, when it's engaged, you discard every card in your hand with printed cost 2 or less. Were these supposed to be discarded to the bottom of my deck? Whew. Yeah, I should have canceled that card. That's all right. We'll make it work. All right, so we flip that over. That has a 2, so we put a 2 on here. And then every time one of these leaves play, we add a new one here, right? When an uncharted location becomes the active location, add 1 copy of Lost Island from the top of the uncharted deck to the staging area. Yep. Okay. Got it. So then we're not going to engage any of these things. If we engage that one, it's going to hit us for 3. And then we can't strike back for much. So we'll just deal with that. Look at the bottom card of your deck. All right, well, let's at least know what that is. There's a Test of Will down there. Let's see. If they pull 1, he could defend, and then this attacks for 2. Which doesn't even get through armor. Have any cards that help me there? Nope. Nope. Alright, so we'll just try to get through this. So Calphon comes over here. We're going to go to our next phase. I know I'm adding resources before increasing the threat. I'm kind of combining the 2 phases, if you will, when it's not a big deal. All right, we will draw. Send for aid. That could be helpful. And we'll draw 2 over here. And we're going to keep Light of Valinor. All right, so we'll play Light of Valinor. So at least we got that. So now Glorfindel doesn't exhaust to commit to the quest. So we should be able to quest pretty hard here. And we actually can make Send for Aid our quest. Each player must search the top 10 and put an ally into play under their control. Yep. So we're going to put this one out here. Side quest. And then, how do we want to do this? We could exhaust these 2 allies to put things worth up to 2. That's not amazing. We could put this one into play with a sneak attack. Then we could do that for 3. It's getting better. I guess we just wait till next turn and all that stuff comes into play. So, all right, so then we go to our questing phase. So we're going to pick this to be the main quest since we can't add any here. So we're trying to get 8 over this total of 10. So we need 18. We need to be above 18. So let's just go all in. There is not one there, so that's going to be that. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then over here, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 4 is 21. So we might not quite get there, but let's see what we can do. 21. He doesn't exhaust. All right. This card goes here. This card goes here. 21 plus, there's going to be a 2 here. And another 2. So they are 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we get 7, so 2 and 5. So close. Feels like how this is going so far. 3, 4, 5, just so you can kind of see those. This will get cleared when an uncharted location becomes the active location. All right. So I'm going to assume this one. I'm going to put this one over here. Ah, so close. Did we have a +1? We missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 21. So close. All right. So now we can travel to a new location. Let's pick this one. While Flooded Ruins is the active location, it contributes its shadow to the staging area. Okay. We don't have a good way to deal with those, but we could pull one to block. If I pull one of these and then defend, or just take the damage, we remove 3 from there. Try to get through even more. Alright, so we'll pull... Oh, 32. These are coming out. Gotcha. Ugh. Man, Brandt. So these 2 are coming out. Oh my gosh. So we're going to defend one of them. And it's going to be discard the bottom card of the defending player's deck. If it has cost 2 or less, the enemy gets +2. It does. So this is going to be 6 minus 3. So I'm going to get hit for 3 here. And then I can't defend this one. And it's going to be +0. So I take 4. And I will put that on Thorin Oakenshield. Yikes. Alright, well, questing will be easier. So we'll do this. This moves over here. We raise our threat. These were both shadow level 32. Gain resources. Draw 2. Keep 1. Double back. Lower my threat. Is definitely the one I want. That one's going to come into play. And then over here, we are going to draw a card. It's going to be a Record Keeper. And we're going to gain 3 resources. Okay. So now we can play this Hammersmith. And we can play Faramir. Have some allies. We need some defense there. We could exhaust, but I don't think it's the right plan. Okay, but we got our 5 here, so he can defend one of those. 3, 4. This can defend one. Yeah, it's a tight spot. We don't have any Sentinel here, so that's not happening. So we just got a quest card here. So Fairmail will make all these +1. There's not an event, so this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, and 4 is 13, and 4 is 17. I'm not worried about threat right now, so we'll make this the target. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, 17, and then we're just going to need some defenders here. Maybe just this is going to take the hit. And 4 is 21. And we'll leave everything else over here and see what we can do. All right, so we'll still make this Send for Aid the one we want. So this one is going to be deal 1 damage to each non-objective ally with printed cost 2 or less. Deal 1 damage, so this one can take a damage to each non-objective ally. This one takes 1. This one takes 1. Place each destroyed by effect on the bottom of its owner's deck. Okay. That is resolved. And then this one is going to be Steep Plateau. After it's explored, look at the face down side of an uncharted location. Oh, there should be another one here, huh? All right, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we get 7. 5 and 2 will clear this one. And this one should have put 5 on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so this one is cleared. We put a new... No, we haven't traveled yet. So Send for Aid says each player looks at the top 10 cards of their deck and puts an ally into play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we're putting Gimli into play here. And then shuffle. That's my hand. All right, so we got Gimli out, so Gimli can take a hit, roughly. How am I supposed to deal with these? Maybe I'm not. Okay. Send for Aid goes to the victory, so we'll just put it over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have the option of just putting out Gandalf and eliminating one of those. And that's going to be my plan. So Gandalf comes in, deals 4 damage. This is out. It doesn't have Sentinel. And we'll shuffle. And that'll be an answer. Hello! Brombe, I think you heard me shouting your name in that chaos. I just had to restart my computer, and now things seem so much better. So that's just a lesson to everyone out there. Restart your computer. You have this cycle already, and you're thinking of picking up the repackage, or you don't have it, and you were thinking this would be a good one to pick up. All right, now we're getting attacked. So, do we take a chance and try to survive? I think so, because then we get our bonus. But I guess if it gets plussed, I'd rather this guy. Plus nothing. 4. So he takes 2, and we're okay. And then we swing for 5. Or 3, 4, 5. Or if he swings, then it's 5. So 3 and 2. Almost dead. All right. Oh, we didn't travel to a location. Darn it. All right, so let's travel to this one, which is going to add 5. And a new one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we're just going to put them in little stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we're at 12 out of 20. I don't have it. Cool. Do you like it? If you're saying you picked it up and then you're saying you might pick this one up, you clearly like it. So maybe that was not the right question, but you're enjoying it is probably the question I should say. That is good to hear. Yeah, there's something about this game. It's just so different. The deck building's so different. It's like 3 of everything and hammer it through. It feels like a lot more like a competitive card game than Champions, where I feel like you can do some different things. I think just that quick romp is a little different, but this is so cool. I love how the story plays out and the things that are happening too. And I mean, I do like the idea that you really have to build to the scenario. I'm not doing that here. I'm playing some generic decks, but it is a neat thing to generally have to try to do. Okay, Gandalf goes away. Oh, I have this thing that'll let me draw cards, and I'm not doing it. So he's going to come over here. We're going to increase threat. Get resources. Draw cards. Draw 2. Keep 1. Whenever you discard a card, return it to your hand. Well, that's going to be good. All right, over here we get to draw 2, and we get a bonus resource. Let's get it started, and ha! All right, here's some boots. Cool thing about these boots is they were made for walking. All right, so we're going to each draw a card. Here's a card. Here's a Gandalf. Here's a card. You go first and play your card. So if Gandalf comes in, he could clear one of those from there. It's probably just the place to go, right? Oh, I don't have enough for Gandalf because I had to draw a card. Never mind. So instead, we can sneak attack him in if we need to. We'll play these 2. Put this up here, I guess, or we'll go like this. 1 and 2. And then we could play a very good tail. Could use Gimli. So let's try it. So Gimli plus Calphon. We discard the top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we get to put allies into play equal to their cost. So we could either take 2 or take this one, deal a damage. So we're going to take 2 in this case. Okay, well, we got allies now. There we go. Cool. Now we got a board of allies. Make this work. All right, we'll put the harp here on restricted. Not restricted. So we'll put this harp down. So now we can, if we discard a card, and this one's going to give us +1 and lower my threat by 3. Okay, so we'll go here to try to decrease our threat by 5. And what are we facing here? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So if we aren't able to pass, we could do this. We've only got 1 enemy here, so we can block really with anybody. So we will use Faramir to give everybody here +1, and they get +1 from him. So 2, 3, 6, 9, 14, 18. That leaves us these 3 up. So that's 18. And then over here, don't have an event there, but we could make it so there's 1, 4, 6, 4, 7, 10. My goodness. Should we leave this one up? Sure. So 10 gives us 28. All right, we're questing hard now. Yeah, I like this one better than Arkham, but Arkham's never really been like a thematic thing for me. I really like the Lord of the Rings here. First player discards the bottom card of their deck, then discards each card in their hand with a printed cost value higher than the discarded card. So I have no way to stop it, so Gandalf is going bye-bye. 0. Hey, we get to keep this one. Would have been good to have Gandalf. All right. And then here we're getting Doomed 2. So that is both players increase their threat by 2. And then add 1 copy of Lost Island from the top of the Uncharted deck to the staging area. Move all progress from each Uncharted location and shuffle them so that players do not know which one is which. Okay. I haven't looked at any of these, but we'll just listen to them. So we're getting lost. This is great. This is such a simple way of using cards to do this stuff. Definitely can see where this is missing from Champions. This whole exploration thing and whatnot. I thought that's what made people like Hella. But again, it's just such a different kind of idea. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we are 12 over. 5 goes on this. 4 goes on this. This one is completed. This one is done. We all lower our threat by 5. So we go back to our starting values. So that is nice there. And then we can travel to one of these. If I travel to this one, I can look at the side of another one. That doesn't feel too important to me right now. So let's just take this one. While Cursed Temple is the active location, characters with less than 2 quests do not ready during the refresh phase. Okay. But they gain +1. So actually, and they have +1 from this. So I think we're generally okay here. All right, and we add 3. So now I guess I could see looking for one that has 5. Yeah, the theme is great. It's a good call. All right, so now we're going to get attacked here. So I really don't think we mess with anything with Dane. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, I didn't leave myself enough attack though, huh? That's kind of funny. Quested a little too hard. All right. So he'll defend here for +0, and then he goes on the bottom of my deck. And then unfortunately, I can attack for 2, 3, which deals no damage. All right. And we place another one of these in here. So this is coming over here. And readies. This one had +1. Yep, everybody readies. So Faramir's going to be clutch here. Maybe give all them +1, even though I have so many over here. Wow, just flooding the board with allies. Imagine if you could do this in Champions. All right, there we go. So we've got to find a 5. We've got to get through this, which is just 3. We've just got a whole bunch out there, pulling some of those. Comes over here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We got plenty of resources. Draw 2. We will discard the steed, and then we will exhaust this to put it back in our hand. Nice. All right, over here we draw 2, and we get 4 resources. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't know if I played so heavy on allies, but this is what was suggested. So we'll put Cram here. Although, is Cram just better here so he could attack? I think that's my better spot. And then I think we just do the same thing with Gimli and just try to get more allies out. There's so many allies, why would I need more? Yeah. I don't actually think I'm going to worry about it. All right, so we don't play anything. Got a resource to ready if we want to. Alright, so we're trying to quest. We need to get 3 over this. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 is what we need to do. So, Faramir could either exhaust so that they can. I think it makes sense. So he'll exhaust and give everybody over here +1. Then I just need to save myself attacking against this one. So this will be 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. 12 will save these 3, 2, 4. That'll kill that. 12 plus 5. My gosh. 17. Plus 4 is 21. Plus 4 is 25. Is that just going to be overkill at that point? Plus 2 is 27. Okay. 27. We got questing, man. We got questing. Alright, so this card is going to be Throngs of Unfaithful. That one's going to come into play with a 26 and a surge. So we're going to get another card, and Gimli's going to respond and ready. Mysterious Fog. Either each player must exhaust a character he controls, or each lost island in the staging area gets +1 until the end of the phase. Let's see. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, we'll just give each one +1, so that's going to be 20. We just need to end up at 3, right? Players as a group must remove X characters, where X is the number of chart X with a total of that. Okay. I can do Doom 2 to look at one of them. No, I won't. Alright, so I have to remove one character who is a 3, which is this character. So now we're 24, and that's 21, or 20. So we're good. So this one is completed. We don't have to worry about that. And then we can travel to another location. Let's travel to this one, which has 4 on it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're so close. We add a new one. And then this one's going to be coming out. Okay. While Lush Jungle is in the staging area, characters get -1. After it's flipped over, return it to the staging area unless each player exhausts each ready hero he controls. Okay, I will do that. Alright, then this thing is coming out. So it's going to attack for 2. And then it has 4. Characters get -1. Characters? Is this a character or not? Is character generic and this is enemy? That's going to be my guess. Alright, so this is going to come out and deal 2 damage somewhere. We got Gimli, so maybe we just come over here. We could take the 2 over here. Is not an issue. Well, 4 is just going to go on this guy. Oh, he's already going to die, huh? Gimli can attack for 2. Oh, he's -1. Ugh. So how am I getting 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he's exhausted. Yeah, we're in trouble now. Alright, so we just have to defend these. Alright, so Gimli will defend this one. I guess we gotta go here first with the 4, which will be this Iron Hill Miner. Nothing. He's out. Goes to the bottom of my deck. And then Gimli will defend this one. 2. Oh, place it on the bottom of the deck. If it's defeated, it's not. Alright, and then these ones attack for -1 each, so that won't work. Man, best laid plans, huh? Alright, there we go. So we will ready everything up. increase our threat. I must have forgot on the previous turn to increase the threat, because it should be 2 turns past when I did the other one, right? Oh, I didn't even play this jeweler, which I totally should have played. I have all these resources. I mean, I'll just play it now, I guess. Okay. Whew. So this is coming over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw 2. Sneak attack. Okay, this one. Over here, draw 2. Discard. After you travel to a location, exhaust go to place 2 progress on that location. Yeah, I don't need that too bad. That gets discarded. I'll exhaust to bring it back. So yeah, it's funny because I could not pay for that character, but it's pretty easy at this point. And I'll put this steed out here. All these cards. Okay, then over here, I will have us both draw a card. Draw. And draw. So actually I could have done that off turn so she can be played. And then here I'll play Killy, which means I go find Philly. Man. How do people do this on camera? They don't play 2 decks. Wow. Okay. Welcome. Welcome to my board state. I can see where the tokens would pay off a lot more too. Alright, so now we can exhaust 2 of these to get more out. So let's exhaust this one and this one. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can put 5 health worth in play. So that's going to be these 2 are coming in. Yep. Alright, we got all the dwarves we could need. The dwarves are a party. Feels like you should win when you have all these in play. You probably do. Alright. +1 and Sentinel. Alright, so we got to clear through this. We need 1 more on here. And then we got to fight these. So we just need to not be at -1. Alright, so Faramir will give all these folk... Actually, just give these folk +1. Is there something we could actually defend there? Like if I spent all these and then pulled one of those? I think so. So I'll play these 2, lower my threat by 6 to go to 26. So then that'll be 5. Save the jeweler. 10. 4 is 14. Could save him to defend. The 14, 15, 16. 17 because of that. Then over here, 17. This can ready somebody, huh? 21, 24, 26, 27. How many attackers and defenders do we have here now? And 3 is 30. So we'll go to 30 and we'll save 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with an ability to ready somebody else. All right, so 30. Whew, wacky, huh? All right, first card goes here. It is the Steep Plateau. And we'll give +1 to all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we beat it by 19. I think we're good. This is cleared. we'll go to another one, which will be this one, which gives us 3. So this is completed because we got to 20. This comes in. Whew. I don't know what happens now. All right. Markings in Adunaic suggest the existence of a ground shrine somewhere on the island. Perhaps there you will find answers. Add 2 copies of Lost Island from the top of the deck. 1 to the staging area. And add the shrine to the staging area. Okay. Tell me I have to get rid of all those. Remove all progress from each uncharted location and shuffle them. Okay, got it. That's coming into play. Search for the shrine, unsure of the exact location. After location explored, if it would be shuffled into the uncharted deck, add it to the victory display instead. Alright, so I gotta find that one and I win. Got it. And we don't keep adding more, so these ones are done. Woo! So now I want ways to look at the cards. I understand. It didn't seem as important there. It was like, just keep questing. Alright, so that is happening. Then I am getting attacked over here for 4. Somebody has just got to bite it. Who is it going to be? Dude, I think it's Killy. You're just going to take it. 4. Only this guy gets one, huh? You are dead. If you're defeated, you go here. So now I can get you back out again. Alright, and then this one's going to attack for just 2. So we're just going to let it swing. Put 2 here. And then we're going to attack for 1, 2, 3, 4. Defeat this one. And then we'll use 1 to ready. And he's going to swing for 4 and defeat this one. Hey, we cleared the board. All right. Oh, you had Sentinel. I forgot about that, huh? So you'll just block the 2. Because of this, I gave this one Sentinel. Block the 2 that went on Ori here. All right, cool. Well, now we're getting somewhere. Maybe. 27. Ready. Man. Still like playing two-handed, but that's a lot of stuff. After Tetsuo commits to a quest, discard a card from your hand and place 2 progress on the active location. Got it. I didn't see a lot of mechanisms for placing it elsewhere. Man, you can feel that difference of like questing versus fighting, though. You're always questing to get through. Alright, there is another filly, so I could go get Killy, which is kind of nice. Draw 2 here, discard one of them. Discard... Oh, actually, if I discard this... Yeah, I don't need to get that back. And then I get resources. I can pay for it from here to bring it back, and then I get to draw a card. Hey, it's Gandalf. Let's do it, Gandalf. So let's play Gandalf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we could draw 3, but let's just eliminate one of these guys, so we're not dealing with that. There's our 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So this one is... Get to look at one. So spend a turn or just get one. I guess looking at one is smarter. They're giving that to me, so they're probably telling me that's what I should do. Do this ability, look at the bottom card of my deck. I don't want that. Alright. Here we go. Then over here, we cannot play the map maker. We actually can't do anything because we are stuck, huh? All right, so we're questing. Yeah, we're just questing. And we could kill this guy if we save enough. Give him Sentinel. 4. Five, 6 if we save Elrond. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I can discard a card. Discard that. Yep. And I put 2 on the active location. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12. So we'll quest for 12. And then over here, we will quest for 4. And 9 is 13 to go to 25. What is this thing at? 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, 12, 17, 18. Those two going to be 7. We're probably good there. So we'll just add Ori for 1, 2, 3, 4 more. 29. All right, this thing gets shuffled. Here we go. All right, I think we're getting close to getting through this now. I guess we're going to use those plateaus. I wish I had something to put on the active location. Hopefully I'll draw that soon. And then it'll cruise a little faster, I think. All right, so we're getting 2 cards. One goes here. There's another steep plateau. And this one is we have to remove a character. We have to remove 6. So that's 2 of these. So 2 of these get removed from the quest. So we lower down to 23. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18. So we get 5. So we pass. So this is gone, and it goes to the victory display. There's no victory. That's just removing it. And then, yeah, weirdly, we either get one of those and take our chance, or we look at one. I guess we look. Then we'll know where we're going. So we'll travel here. We get to look at the face down one. And then we're going to pull this here. It's going to get a card. He'll just block it, actually. So 3. Oh. Cards in my hand. So we'll discard these 2. Take one back with the harp. So 3 plus 0. So he's fine. And then we'll hit for 7. He's dead. So he's out. All right, end of the round. He's going to go here. He's going to get past. These are going to come up here. This goes here, here. And Faramir. These ones ready. I might be missing something now because I'm going so quick, but now it just feels like I have to do a lot of turns questing to get there. So 2 cards, 4 resources. 1, 2, 3, 4. No stinking belts, huh? So we'll put a map maker into play. Don't have any conditions. We'll put an errand rider into play. We don't. It doesn't matter. Now it's just a timer, it feels like. 1, 2, we have to discard one of these. And it's a silver harp. So we'll just get rid of it. And then we get 3. 1, 2, 3. We will pay 1 to take this into our hand. Draw a card. Vilya will play that. We'll exhaust him to play the top card of our deck, which is Gandalf. So we'll draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. All right, Favor of the Lady. It can't be played. This is the one I need, huh? Oh, perfect. Okay. So Aaron Rider will move this one from here to here. And then 1, 2, 3 will play this one. The Lorien Guide. Maybe that's not as helpful as I think. But all right. Then maybe we get enemies. Yeah. I did it earlier today too. Sorry, I'm just realizing now it's just like basically I guess enemies come out, but it's just a timer. Like I can now quest for 14 pretty easily. Yeah. So when this one commits, I'll discard a card. I'll have it be this. I don't even care about this Light of Valnor, so I'll just have it be that. Add 2 to this. And then I guess I'll go 3, 4, 8, 12. Something's making noise over there. All right. These are then 3, so 21, 22, 23. Verse, what did I say? 14, 23, and that'll be another 3. 26, and Ori makes 29. I got plenty to still attack with. All right, and I've got him in hand, so I could block with him. All right, here we go. 29. First one is remove 6 from here. So we remove 2 of these, we come down to 23. And, oh, I could Doomed 2, and I should do that. So let me do Doomed 2 to look at one of these. And I'm going to look at this one, and this is not it. So I'm going to separate them. I don't know what I'm going to do other than that. I don't know what the rule on you have looked at this one is. So how am I getting progress counters on these? I think it's just if you have those other effects. All right, and we add 6. So what did we say they were? 14, so 20, so we're good. So we'll add 6. This is 23, so this is cleared. When this is cleared, we get to look at another one of these, which is the Shrine. Nice, so that worked out. We will travel to the Shrine. Players cannot draw cards or search their decks. After Shrine to Morgath is flipped over, exhaust each ally in play with printed cost 2 or less. Then each player must search the encounter deck and discard pile for an undead enemy and put it into play, engage them. Shuffle the encounter deck. Alright, everything with 2 cost or less is exhausted. And then we search. We get an undead enemy. So we'll take one here. And one here. Is that all we have to do? An undead enemy? Alright. So there we go. Then these are going to get cards. He's going to defend because he's got +1. So it's 2. Discard the bottom card of your deck. Okay. It does have a printed cost 2 or lower. So it's going to get an additional attack. So he blocks that one. And then it's going to get an additional attack, which is just going to go through for 2. And we'll put the 2 here. All right. Then over here, this one's going to attack. Philly is going to block. 2 plus discard the bottom of your deck. It's a 3. No, sorry. Is it look at? Discard the bottom card of your deck. That's rude. Darn it. All right. So he's good. And then he gets killed, and he gets killed. Alright, now we should be able to finish this up. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, no, there's something neat about this one, but man, do I want to play this one with another player. Like, I love the 2 decks and play off each other and the questing and the moments. Like, it's even bigger than in Champions, I think, to play with somebody else and kind of build for that and strategize. Like, the fun of this game has to be, to me, the like, oh, there's these quests we can't beat and we've got to come up with a strategy between the 2 of us. So what if I build this deck and you build that deck? I mean, I don't want to take anything away from solo, and I know in this game it was tricky in solo at first. I didn't even really build it for that because it wasn't even like a thought in games back then. Back then. I don't even mean it in any major way. All right, one of these two gets discarded, so we will discard Test of Will and get it back. All right, so now we'll play Unexpected Courage on you with 2. Actually means we can't play Test of Will, so I don't actually think we need this. So we'll save the one here. I think Test of Will is probably the most important thing we could have at this point. Just to cancel something. And we'll do this Chaos. We don't have a 2-cost card. Oh well. So anyway. Thought I could do that, but I couldn't. We'll pay 2 for this one. I'm not going to worry about that because we're going to win here. Over here, we can play something. Another minor if we use this, right? Done. Exhaust the dwarf character, place 2 progress tokens on the active location. Sounds good. We'll exhaust you to place 2 progress on the active location. Love it. Oh, it's a green. Never mind. We can't do it. All right. Got no Navri's belts. That one is exhausted. All right, Faramir. So this is going to be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 22, 27, 30, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 43, 46, 50. All right. Test of Will to cancel anything cranky. So this one will just remove 6. That's fine. Actually, 5. 5, 3 and a 2 somewhere. So her and this one. And this one will be an enemy. And that is going to be Well Quested. Let's just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 41. So this is completed. Nice. All right. So let's read the final thing. Yeah, I think you're right. I think there's too much going on for two-handed. I think for me, I enjoy that. I wonder on camera if I shouldn't be, even if for me it's okay and a little bit more of a spread on a table. This table's a little bit wider than I could go to, but I do wonder if for streaming, if the two-handed is too much. So maybe I'll have to cut down to 1. We'll see. Or just having another person. Exploring the uncharted island was exhausting, but it was the onslaught of the faithless undead that made the company's travels truly perilous. Making their way deeper and deeper into the island, they'd finally come to a building of note, an imposing shrine tucked into the side of the mountain. As soon as they crossed the threshold of the shrine, they felt the presence of something dark and evil. Tapestries and statues, faded and ruined from years of disrepair, depicted the evil Morgoth as a great and powerful being. We in Gondor know the tale of Numenor's glory and downfall, that in the dark days before Numenor's destruction, many faithless Numenorians worship Morgoth, Lord Calfin explained, examining one of his foreboding statues. This must have been one of the temples erected in his worship. They searched the shrine extensively, but ultimately it proved fruitless. With many questions unanswered, the company began to lose hope that the shrine was their true destination. Wishing to continue their exploration of the island, they began to leave, but Calfon insisted they stay. Wait, we mustn't go yet. I remember this place. I think he ran his hand along the far wall, as if attempting to remember the secrets the stones themselves held. I remember the sound of a hammer upon the anvil, the heat of the forge. The company looked amongst one another with concern, approaching Calfon cautiously. The nobleman's eyes were closed as he placed his ear upon the wall, listening closely. Lord Calfon, one of the heroes said after a moment, placing a reassuring hand on Calfon's shoulder. The nobleman started as though waking from a dream, startled, as though waking from a dream, and he turned towards the heroes with a shocked expression. "There's something here," he exclaimed. He walked several paces to another section of the wall and placed his hand on the stones. To the company's surprise, the stone gave way, and the wall opened outwards as if upon invisible hinges. A door leading into a hidden passageway. Wide-eyed and wordless, Calvin entered the passage, the heroes close behind. The corridor was narrow and dank. They soon found themselves descending a flight of steep stairs deeper into the darkness of the temple. Finally, after many steps, they came to a small chamber with a raised altar in its center. 2 candelabras stood on either side of the altar, ancient and unlit. On the altar lay a large key of black iron. A key, Calvin said, taking the key in his hands, a puzzled expression upon his face. I don't understand. I sought the answer to this mystery, but all we found on this island is another riddle. Perhaps the elves of the Havens will have the answer, one of the heroes suggested. With no sign of a matching lock anywhere on the island, the company made their way west, to the coast. All right, so the next one is Raid on the Grey Havens. Cool. So we're through 2 of them so far. I think I have 5, so I got to track down some of the others. Hopefully still at our store. If not, we'll figure it out. But thank you, everybody. Thank you, Brandt, for joining me, especially live here, and to others who are watching afterward. If you want to see more Lord of the Rings, let me know. I'll probably keep playing this either way, but if it's something that people want to see, then I'll try to play this. And whatnot. If you're looking for Marvel Champions, as I know many people are coming here, then you can check us out on Saturday. We're going to be playing somewhere between 10 and 10:30. I have to get that technology. I have to use a new service in order to, but I've used it already. I've practiced with it to get everybody piped in. So somewhere between 10 and 10:30, we're going to start the 4-player Mojo Mania campaign. Myself, Brian, Eric, and Steve. So we'll be back playing together. Thank you, Brandt. Thank you. It was fun. Yeah, it's interesting how it really just gets to that point where it's like, well, I've got all this questing and everything set up, and my board is ridiculous, and now I have to just get there. But it was nice that I was able to use Doom to look at one, and then I found it on the second one. Otherwise, it was just quest until I get there. Which is kind of interesting. I guess, again, you could go into this one being able to place progress, so if you built for the quest. It's the interesting part with these, right? They kind of, as they came out one at a time, people sat for the month or 2 as each one came out, and they built decks to specifically defeat that quest. Like, oh, this will work really well. When you're going back to play them kind of all as a box, you're like, do I really want to adjust mine each time? So it changes that feeling of what was happening there for each of those, right? Cool. Well, there we go. There's 2 down for the Dreamchaser cycle. Thank you, everybody. That's it for me. Until next time, my name's Brandt. Until next time, I hope you step into the portal. Bye.